Hello and welcome to Online Appliance Tech. Today in this video we're going to show you how to replace the suspension rods and also calibrate your Whirlpool Cabrio washer. So if your machine is bouncing around at the end of the cycle and shooting a UV error code, this may solve your problem. So let's get started. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you unplug the washer, and then you'll take your 1/4 bit to remove the 3 1/4 screws. So you have one on the cover here. You'll just pop that off. And you have one on each side at the back that mounts the top housing or the top of the washer to the lower part of the washer, if that makes sense. So once you remove these two, then we'll just slide the washer top forward and turn it to the side. So right here is the shock. I'm going to zoom in on this so you can see it. So they're actually fairly simple to replace. So you'll just lift up the shock. You can get a cloth if you like, press down and then turn and slide this little piece off and slide it inside the tub itself, and then you'll press down on it and it'll unhook from the outer tub, and you have a little spot here you can just slide the suspension rod out and just slide it straight up. So here in a moment I'm going to show you a trick I use to install the new ones. So this you'll definitely replace also. It comes with the repair kit, which I'll show you here in a moment. So I recommend the OEM parts for these suspension rods. I've seen in the past, even seen comments on my channel from previous videos, the off-brands, they last about 30 days. So you basically do all that work for nothing. So make sure you install these extra side pieces and gadgets and so forth. So we'll take this new rod, and it's fairly simple. You'll just slide it down. Hopefully this is a good angle, and you have a little slot in there where you slide it in, and then you'll pull up on the tub. So I used to have trouble getting this up through the tub and then hooking the top piece on the shock itself. So what I do is I take the old shock, put a little rag on it, and then see we have a little hook here. And once I figured this out, I was like, wow, this is actually easy now. So you'll hook the new rod, and once I get it hooked, you'll pull up, and this will give you the leverage to connect the top piece, which holds it to the housing of the machine. So you can pull up, you'll slide it in and turn it where it hooks into the groove, as you'll notice here in a moment, and then just pop it out. Now we'll show the next 4 to give you a better light and angle. This lighting is kind of dark, so sorry about that. And just pop it down with a flat head also. So now we'll do the back shock. So we'll just lift up on the lid and kind of turn it a little bit to get to it. Just be careful with it. It's still connected to the tube and so forth. So same thing, and hopefully I can give you a better angle, a visual on this. Sorry it's so dark. So you just lift up with your hand. You remove this little top piece, turn it until you can get the shock out. This one gave me a little bit of trouble, but I got it. I believe it hooked to the bottom plastic part, which only happened once, but no problem. So at this point I should actually just lift it up with my hand. There it is. See, it hooked to that little plastic piece. That's why I was having trouble. So I'm going to lift up and get that unconnected, and there we go. So that wasn't a good example, but yeah, it happens. So you're going to press down on the, we can call it a suspension rod or shock, same thing. Press down, disconnect it. Sometimes you have to get a little aggressive. Pull it out, and then we'll install the new little pieces that it comes with. Get this piece ready, and then we'll pull it up once we get it installed. And remember, there's a little groove that you slide it in that you will underhook the basket. And I'm trying to give you a good angle, so this is why it took a little time. So I'm going to press on the tub too, that way it gives me enough room to get in there to underhook that tub and slide it in the groove. And my flashlight falls, so you don't really see it. I'm sure on the next one I'll give you a better view, but I guess at this point you get the concept. So Then I'm going to take the old rod, not the new one, then hook the new one. Then I'll pull it up to the housing of the tub, of the machine. And then once I pull it up, I'll slide it in this groove and turn it clockwise until it lines up with the little hole in this piece. I don't even know what this piece is called, but you get the point. And then I'll just knock it down, make sure it doesn't pop out on me. So let's try this. And so we'll just take the top and slide it to the side. We're going to get our hand in there to pull up on the rod. Remove the top two pieces, press down, turn it until it slides off, let it drop down. Then we're going to pop this off real quick, install the new one, and then we're going to remove the old one. Just press down. Sometimes you got a little aggressive, slide it out that groove. There we go. And then we'll get the new one, slide it into the groove at the bottom of the tub so we can under hook it, under lip it. I don't know exactly what term you would use. You can actually leave it in the comment below the term that you would use. And then you'll just take the old rod, hook it, pull it up, and then you'll connect that piece, the piece that we don't know what it's called. So slide that in, pull up, slide it in the groove, and then turn it clockwise, counterclockwise, halfways, and we'll set it down. And they have a little spot on there that it goes into, so you'll see that actually once you see it live. And you just push your rod out, and then you'll just hit it with something eventually to make sure it doesn't pop out. So yeah, this is the last one. I'm just going to pull up on the rod, same thing, let it slide down. And we'll pop this out, put the new one on, and we're going to remove the old one. Pull this up a little bit. I actually already installed that, sorry. So we'll pop that back into place. There we go. So we'll get the new one installed. Sorry I didn't show you removing it, but by now you definitely got the point. So we'll make sure these are pressed down. So now we're going to install the top panel. They have little grooves, so as you can see, you push it back. So you're going to line it up evenly, and then you're going to push forward and back, and it should just clip right into place. So forward and then back to lock in. And now we'll reinstall the 1/4 bits. So it should be one on each side, and then the one with the for the cover plate. Okay, the most important part. So plug in the machine, and then we're going to calibrate it. So we'll hit 3 buttons in a row. So pick 3, 1, 2. Oh, actually we got to turn it off. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. At this point we're in diagnostic mode. It'll probably show any stored error codes, which we do F2E1. Hit the middle button to activate manual diagnostic mode. And you can hit the second or the first button to go up and down to whichever test you want to test. So at this point we're going to calibrate it. So this is test 52, which my UI panel is not wanting to work well. So let me try the other button. Yeah, this is working. So we'll go to test 52. And then once we're there, we'll just hit the start button, make sure there's nothing inside the tub. So you must do this after you replace the shocks. So it'll just start to spin, and at the end of the cycle, well, once it's done, it'll beep and it will state 000 on the screen, And to exit the diagnostic mode, you'll just hit the power button. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, if you can help me out by just hitting the like button. And if you need that channel to go to for any future helps or tips for your in-home appliances, you can just hit the subscribe button. And either or, thanks for watching and have a good one. Bye.